things, and I guess, well, the most important thing for us is how to create homework and tasks, right? So you can see here, as I mentioned before, you go into classwork, and before creating, I'm going to teach you something else. This is something very important. I mean, from this classwork, you can arrange a meeting, you can create meetings. This is a virtual meeting, Google Meets. You can have the calendar in case you want to, you know, set up something in the calendar. And you have the class drive folder. So the class folder is something very useful and very cool. If you click on it, it's literally a folder, but this is pretty nice because in this folder you're going to see all the classwork that you create, but you can create folders. So for example, I'm going to use this to create a folder that contains links for different applications. For example, if I'm going to use Padlet, or if I'm going to use Quizlet, or if I'm going to use Kahoot, so I can give them all the links right here. So I can create a document with all the links, or I can create some cheats, or I can create a PowerPoint presentation, and I can say, students, please go to the class folder, and you can have the information right there. So this class folder is a very nice tool that we have. And if we go back, so we have, this is the tool to create homework. So I go into create, and I have the chance to, I have the option to create an assignment, a quiz, some questions. I can upload some material, or I can reuse some material that I used before. So in this case, I'm going to create an assignment. So let's suppose this is going to be, this is for Espanol. So I'm going to say this is it doesn't let me write in Spanish. Okay, so información personal, and I can give, this is the name, the title of my homework, and I can give some instructions. I can say, please read the text and read the text, watch the video, and answer the questions, for example. Then I have different options, and this is amazing because we are free to create different things and to provide different type of input and material. So for example, if I go into create, I can create Google Docs. So I can create a document, like a Word document, giving some information or a task, or if I already created a workshop, a quiz, all right? I can create slides like PowerPoint. I can create an Excel in case I need something, drawings, or forms. We're going to use forms in a different tutorial because forms is the application that is going to allow us to create quizzes, all right? Everything about quizzes. So like tests and quizzes. So for example, this is something cool, slides. So for example, slides, I create one document, I click on it, and it's literally a PowerPoint document. So it's super cool because you can, using PowerPoint is very nice to explain something. You can use this as a presentation to explain any topic that you need to explain. And students are going to see this. So this is very dynamic. I'm going to close this. Let's suppose I also want to include a document, right? I'm gonna write like a Word document, giving some information, so examples, some, we are creative. This is, we have infinite possibilities of what we can do. So now I have two documents, and I even can include some document from Google Drive. I can include a link, any link to any other application, for example. I can include a file from my computer or a YouTube video. So as you can see, we can include many things into this homework, and it's pretty cool because we are free to explore different ways to provide input. So let's suppose it's done. My homework is done. And well, you have different options here. I can select specific students or all the students. In this case, it's for everyone. In case I want to work in marking, giving grades, I can, for example, like if you complete this perfectly, you're gonna have 100 points, and I can have the date. This is so cool in case you want to set up the deadline for your homework. Well, the topic is if I want to create a topic so that all homeworks are in groups, but in this case, I don't want to do that. And that's it. I can assign it right away. I can schedule it. So this means that, for example, I want this to be available on Wednesday morning, not now, but on Wednesday. So I click here. I can save it as a draft if I want, in case I want to modify it or I have to finish something else. But in this case, let's suppose that it's done. So I want to assign it. So I click on it. I wait a couple of seconds until it saves and it's done. So first of all, you're gonna see that it goes here into the main page. So it says Daniel Lopez posted a new assignment, and students click on it, and then they have the instructions. So information personal, read the text, blah, 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 and I have the documents, and the students can give comments or questions in case they have. And you're going to see the progress of the students. When the students finish, you're going to see who finished what. So for example, you're going to say, oh, David finished. So you're going to see all the names and the students who finished. So you can have a balance of the students who finished the homework and the ones who haven't finished the homework yet. If you go to classwork, you're going to see it. So you're going to have all the list of homeworks right here. Okay, so this is pretty cool. One recommendation is try not to give a lot of homework in the sense of, for example, at once, I'm going to give 3 different homeworks. There you're going to have a lot of things to see, and the students are going to have different information posted here. So I recommend one at a time. So if I have to post something today, I go and post something for today. When the deadline is accomplished, so it's gone. It's gone, so you have to worry about that. Now, let's suppose you created, I created the homework, but I made a mistake, right? So I have to delete this homework. It's pretty easy. You go to classwork and you go here into these 3 dots. And the 3 dots, basically I can edit, I can modify, I can delete, or I can copy the link. So I can copy the link so I can go and paste it on an email if I want to send it directly to somebody, okay? But in this case, let's suppose I made a mistake, so I'm going to delete it. So I'm going to delete and bye. That's it. Now, when you delete homework, is gone. It's totally gone. But let's suppose I created this post and I say, oh my God, this is not for this group, or I made a mistake with this. So I go here and I can also delete it. The difference with this is that it's not going to be gone right away. Oh, actually it is. I thought that I was going to say, okay, yeah, forget about that. Yes, you can just delete things right away. So basically, that is it. That's how you post and you create your classwork, just like that.